Is AP Gangplank actually good? The short answer is yes. People may not know this, but Gangplank's cannon barrage by itself already has some crazy damage output. And to add on top of that, it also has some absurd AP scalings. In its full duration, it has the potential to do up to 5000 magic damage on a 1000 MR dummy. Now obviously, while this is highly unrealistic because no one is just going to sit there and take a shower in your ultimate, it still means that sitting in the zone for only 2 or 3 waves will easily do up to 1000 damage or more. And that's without hitting the center of the Dead's Daughter upgrade. The Dead's Daughter upgrade is a big cannonball that gets sent in the center of the ult and that deals a small amount of true damage, also scaling with AP by the way. It also slows you for 75%. And the funny thing is, to do all of this, it's not like you need to do anything fancy. All you need to do is just press R. No crazy barrel combos, you don't need godlike positioning, you don't even have to be near your enemies to kill them. Sounds simple, right? Surely anyone can do this. Well, it's actually a bit more complicated than that. You see, there's still one big problem in all of this. You have to lock in Gangplank. You have to use your own free will to lock in the champion called Gangplank. We all know to be useful as a Gangplank in solo queue is no simple task. If you decide to go AP, it doesn't mean you will just have a free ticket to the enemy nexus, while all you do is press R from the side lane. You still need to make sure you don't completely into your laning phase, or you will never even reach your items. Talking about the items, let's talk about the build. The most popular HaytemGP build is the one invented by none other than SolarBaka. The replays you're watching are also from his dedicated HaytemGP account that is currently sitting in NA Grandmaster. The core build that he goes is Triforce, Malignance and Liandry's. But wait a second, Triforce? That isn't AP. Why isn't he upgrading his Sheen into a Lichbane? Triforce isn't an AP item, but you need it to be able to farm your Silver Serpents for your ult upgrades, which is arguably the most important thing in this whole build. Riot changed the Lichbane a while ago, where it only has a 75% base AD ratio instead of 100%, meaning that you cannot wave clear with it as effectively as you can with Triforce. And you can't also forget, you're still a top laner. As a top laner, you have the duty to be in the side lane to defend or split push. And this works easier with a good item like Triforce. Second item here is Malignance. This is where it gets interesting. Honestly, this item has some crazy value for how cheap it is. 2700 gold for 90 AP, 20 ultimate ability haste, on top of another 15 basic ability haste. It reduces 10 MR and it has a burn. Just to give you an idea of how much cooldown it reduces, these are the stats. You can see that Malignance by itself roughly reduces around 40 seconds of the ultimate cooldown. And this is without taking into consideration runes like Axiom Arcanist and Ultimate Hunter. Axiom Arcanist refunds roughly around 10 seconds per takedown, and Ultimate Hunter reduces another 20 seconds when fully stacked, making it that at level 16 you have your ult up every 30 to 60 seconds, which is crazy by the way. And the third item that is part of this core build is Liandry's. This item mostly speaks for itself. It does a lot of increased damage over time, and it has a burn. Now, when is AP Gangplank better than AD? When should you decide to build which one? Team comps are what's important here. You want some type of hard CC on your team that will help you keep the enemy locked up in your ultimate for as long as possible. The perfect example for this is Rell. Rell doesn't allow anyone to escape the ult. Other champions that can do this is something like Leona, Poppy, or anyone with stuns and knockups basically. AP can also be interesting into some specific matchups. If you're up against a tank and they think you're going AD because they see the Triforce, they won't realize it until it's too late. And after you bought Malignance, you can surprise them with the damage that ADGP wouldn't be able to do normally. APGP's teamfighting is also really unique. You have to find a way to keep the enemy in your ultimate as long as possible, which isn't always easy. You can do things like buying a Zhonya's and standing in the middle of the ult to force enemies into the zone and basically stalling for as long as possible. Even giving up your life to make them stand in your ult just 1 second longer is gonna make a big difference in the teamfight. But the most reliable way is by using your barrels. The slow on the barrels used to scale with crit, but they don't anymore. Meaning that at level 13 you have an ability in your kit that can slow for 80%, and you have 5 of them. You can basically cripple anyone that gets hit by one single barrel. Now the big question, should you also be playing HaytemGP? The honest and brutal answer is, if you're not already a very experienced Gangplank player, then sadly you won't really be able to reach your items, since that's really the hard part of any Gangplank game. It's surviving the laning phase and getting your items. But fuck it, if you want to try it, go for it. It's honestly hilarious and a lot of fun if it works out. Who cares if you go 0-10? Just blame your bot lane if you lose the game. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you were able to learn some new things about this unique Gangplank build that's been funny enough gaining popularity and is also actually pretty strong. Thanks for watching the video, subscribe for more Gangplank content, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.